Okay, I'm such a child, I swear. I was opening Optimus Primal right now. I'm like, alright, he looks super cool. So far, I do like this figure. And then I'm like, let me just check the back, bro. My boy fit. Hey there guys, Primus Reviews here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Rise of the Beast Voyager class Optimus Primal. Now if you guys haven't checked out my last review, please make sure to check it out, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys don't miss a single upload. Now, we are now 1 day away. Tomorrow is the day where we finally get the trailer for Rise of the Beast. I am so excited. I physically can't wait. Best believe I will be doing a trailer reaction to that video, so I hope you guys are ready for that. But for now, let's take a look at honestly this really cool looking figure. Now when this figure was shown to us for the first time, honestly there wasn't that really many good reactions. You know, people didn't really like this figure, people were kind of bashing on it, but honestly it didn't look that bad. It was just mistransformed. But now seeing him in person, in hand, man, honestly, I was one of the people that didn't like it. Honestly, I was wrong. Now, seeing Optimus Primal in the trailer, honestly, is very cool. And honestly, I am really happy that he's finally making an appearance in a live action film. So far, I do like the design. I do like Optimus Primal. It's not completely to the Beast Wars accurate, but you know what? It is what it is. Now, take a look at the packaging. Here we do have Optimus Primal looking very sick. I do quite love that. Do got the nice Maximal symbol. Optimus Primal, Transformers Rise of the Beast, Transformers. On top of the box here, we do have the Transformers Rise of the Beast logo. On the bottom, worst things and barcodes. On the side of the box, we do got another beautiful image of him looking very sick. I do quite like it. Do got Voyager class A Voyager, Voyager class A, Continue Header, class A Voyager. In the back of the box, we do have Optimus Primal in his really cool looking alternate mode in 24 steps. Now, one thing to note that this looks completely different than this, the paint wise job. But you know what? I think I like this quite more. I do like that they didn't include this tannish color. I think it looks kind of weird, but other than that, that's it for the packaging. So let's take a look at honestly this really cool looking figure. Now taking a closer look at Optimus Primal here, you can see that the head detail looks very fantastic. Do got the nice light blue for the eyes there, do got the nice silver for the face mask there, do got some silver here and there, but honestly the face looks fantastic. I do love it a lot, man. Wow, I actually like the head sculpt. I think it looks fantastic. Going down the figure, you got the nice Maximal symbol there on the chest there. Again, the paint job on this guy is honestly very well done. Now the only thing is, you know, the unpainted plastic on his toes and his hands, but you know what, it is what it is. I think the silver scattered around this guy is very cool. I do quite like it. Do got some more detail of like hair stuff there, a little bit of hair over here sculpted in there. Then here you got some more detail, got some more silver on the side. Dude, it looks very cool. I do quite like it. And going on to the back there, honestly, some nice silver detail there. Do got some nice detail there in the back. And even in the back again, whoa, even in the back again, it does look very cool. Do got some silver for the toes there, because that's going to be its gorilla feet. But honestly, dude, it does look very cool. I am quite impressed with this figure. Honestly, in the beginning, I didn't quite like this figure, but man, does he look very cool. On the top, again, not that painted, but you know what, it is what it is. He still does look very sick, and honestly he looks like a menacing Maximal. Again, I honestly do quite like this figure in hand. I promise you, just take a second and look at him, and man, I think you will fall in love with him real quick, just like I did. But he did come with honestly 2 cool looking accessories, so let's take a look at that now. Now taking a look at Primal's 2 accessories here, we do have are his swords, and honestly they do look very cool. And again, they are painted. What? I know, a complete shocker. Do got some nice dark gray there, but again, do got some nice detail there. And just again, take a look at that, the nice silver. Oh my goodness, they actually painted it. They actually painted the accessories. Dude, that looks so sick. Here's another one. Oh dude, it looks so sick. I'm glad they painted the accessories, man, because if it was unpainted gray plastic, I promise you it would not look good on this guy. But man, do they look fantastic. And actually a mainline coloring their accessories, Studio Series learned better. But other than that, those have been the 2 accessories. So let's put it on him so that way you guys can see how cool he actually looks with it. Alright, so what we can do is bring Optimus Primal here, and you can see that his hands already do have holes right there. And also what we can do is bring in this sword. It already has a peg right there, and you're just gonna plug it in. Make sure that the tab is sticking up like that, because if not, then it will be in reverse, and then it's gonna look kind of weird. Same thing on this side, just get it in there like so, and then there you go. Now you have him holding his honestly 2 really cool looking swords. Yes, this does look honestly very well done. For a mainline, I'm actually really impressed right now. This looks sick. Optimus Primal looks sick, and at the end of the day, honestly, I think I actually might keep this guy, man. Holy smokes. Now, one cool thing about Optimus Primal here is you can actually store the weapons on him, and it's honestly one of the amazing features about this guy. Honestly, really cool. All you're gonna do is simply take out the swords here, and then in the back, you're gonna see 2 tabs right there, and these tabs that you see right there are gonna simply just go there. Honestly, you can go any way you want. All right, so what we're gonna do is plug it in like so. Same thing on the other side, just plug it in like so, and there you go. Again, very simple weapon storage, but at the same time, it doesn't hinder him, and honestly, it makes him look very sick from the front, dude. Again, this figure is honestly impressing me, and am I impressed? Dude, I'm honestly more than impressed. Now, Optimus Primal here does stand roughly around 6 inches tall, so for some size comparisons, here he is next to my previous review, the Transformers Rise of the Beast Voyager class Optimus Prime, so you can see how they both do look there. And again, I think they both do look very well together. Now, I don't know if the height is completely accurate. From what I know so far, Optimus Primal for Studio Series is going to be a leader class, and Optimus Prime will be a Voyager class for Studio Series, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But for now, I think these 2 do look amazing with each other, and honestly, for main lines, I'm honestly very impressed with these 2. For my next size comparison, here he is next to the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom line, Optimus Primal, so you can see how they both do look there. And yeah, you can see honestly quite a little bit of the references they took. Now you can see some similarities between the 2. The Transformers Kingdom line is more accurate to the Beast Wars cartoon series, but the Transformers Rise of the Beast has its own spin, but kind of keeping that Beast Wars, you know, accurate type thing. But honestly, they both do look very cool. And honestly, I do like the Transformers Rise of the Beast design just a little bit more. But if you are a Beast Wars fan, I completely understand you will go for the Kingdom one 100%. But honestly, I do like them both. And you know what, just because I'm gonna try and make this work, just because here are all the mainline figures so far that we do have Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal, Pablo Sweep, and for the last one, my favorite character of all time, I think it's better than these 2 figures, Nightbird. So that way you can see how they all do look there. Honestly, not too shabby, if you ask me, not too shabby. Mainline is doing honestly a very good job so far on honestly keeping us intrigued with these mainline figures. Of course, until Studio Series. Or you know what? You know what's funny? I still don't have Studio Series. You wanna know why? Because Now for the articulation on this guy, the head is on a ball joint. He can look up that far and he can look down that far. His arm can move out. Bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and he does have a beautiful wrist swivel. Funny how Optimus Prime has the wrist swivel and the Optimus Prime that I previously reviewed does not. You know what? It is what it is. If you put up the butt flap just a bit, he does have a beautiful waist swivel. Very nice. But if you keep it down, it is very limited, as you can see. So yeah, be careful with that. His leg can kick out about that far, and it could kick back roughly about that far. If you move back the butt flap, it does kick a little bit farther. He does have a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and he does have a decent pivot, and his toes can move in and out. So yeah, there you have that. And he has no toe bend, so it is what it is. But the articulation on this guy is actually not that bad. Is he as good as the Optimus Prime that I previously reviewed? No, but you know what? I think it is decent enough to where it's not a huge complaint. You can still get him in really cool looking poses. And overall, man, this figure is really impressing me. And honestly, I didn't have high expectations for this guy, and that's what I love about this guy. He's exceeding all my expectations. But alrighty guys, I think it's time for you guys to see his really cool looking alternate mode. So let's take a look at that now. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. This actually does look very, very, very well done. And honestly, again, this figure keeps surprising me. And yes, he is a mainline, but at the same time, I think this is actually a really cool looking mainline. Now take a look closer at the detail here of the head sculpt. The head sculpt looks fantastic. Now I know you know they covered over the blue eye and stuff, but you know what, doesn't bother me. I think it still does look very, very, very well done. But again, overall this looks very fantastic. I do quite like this. Now everything is basically the same, except now the legs are up here and the toes are silver. Other than that, he does have a beautiful arch. Whoa. But yeah, again, this actually does look very, very, very cool. Again, honestly, like, it's a simple transformation overall, but man, does this look very well done. Now overall, you can see that the detail on the chest looks completely different. I do quite like that. I think it does look very well done. Again, the head sculpt is there. Again, even though it's a mainline, you know, it honestly doesn't look that bad. I think it does look very, very, very well done. Now, for the articulation, it's roughly around the same thing, not 100%, but you know what, it is what it is. Now his leg can move back roughly around that far, in front about that far. That's roughly about it. So his ape form, you can do a lot of unique poses, but you know what, I think the poses that do matter do work very, very well in this guy. But overall, man, I am impressed with this figure. Now, again, just like the transformation in the robot mode, you can store his swords on his back, roughly around the same thing. All I'm gonna do is just plug that in like so, and then there you go. You know, it doesn't look too bad, but at the same time, I think I would prefer him without the swords. But overall, I do like this figure. Now overall, this figure does look very cool. I do like this, but honestly, not that much to say. It does look very well done. Is it completely accurate? No, Studio Series would do a much better job, but for now, I think he's a good stand-in as a Optimus Primal for now. But here's my overall review and my overall grade on this figure, and honestly, I think you might actually be kind of surprised. Alrighty guys, there you go. There you had the Transformers Rise of the Beast Voyager class mainline Optimus Primal. Now what do I think about this figure? Honestly, this figure is really, really, really good. Overall, I am satisfied with this figure. I had low expectations for this guy, but honestly, in person, he is such a great figure. There are some cons here and there, but overall, I do quite like this figure, and for a mainline, I'm honestly very, very, very impressed. So for that, I do have to give this figure a solid 8 out of 10. Yes, an 8 out of 10 on this figure is a really good score, especially for a mainline. But overall, there are just two things I don't quite like about this guy. Maybe they're just nitpicks of mine, but maybe it's just me. So let's talk about it. Now, the first con I am going to be talking about is just lack of paint. I wish he had more silver around him. You know, there are some silver bits here and there that do make this figure pop a little bit more, but I do wish there was more silver on this guy, so that way he looks a little bit more polished and a little bit more better. But that's just me. Overall, again, I do like the paintwork. I just wish there was a little bit more silver here and there. But on to my next con. The next con I'm going to be talking about is honestly lack of posability. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, this figure is posable, don't get me wrong, he is posable, but I wish he was more posable. I wish he had a better ankle pivot. I wish he had more basically posability, but overall, I do quite like this figure. I think the posability is decent. I just wish he had a little bit more, in my opinion. The Optimus Prime had amazing posability, so I was expecting this figure to have a little bit more posability than that, but honestly, he has a little bit less. But overall, this figure feels great. He feels fantastic. At least for my copy, he feels really, really solid, and overall, I am impressed. Now, do I recommend you guys get this guy? If you guys see him in store and you do want an Optimus Primal, I highly suggest you guys get this guy, but just keep in the back of your head that Studio Series will be making an Optimus Primal, which is going to be a leader class, I think. So yeah, you just got to keep that in the back of your head. But for now, if you want Rise of the Beast figures, I suggest you guys get this Optimus Primal, as I think he does look amazing. But overall, again, I am impressed. I am happy with this figure, and honestly, I'm happy that I have him. I'm not going to be selling this guy anytime soon. Alrighty guys, I think that's gonna do it for me. If you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys don't miss a single upload. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video, and remember that the trailer is coming out tomorrow, so be ready, be hyped. I will be doing a trailer reaction for that. So again, I hope you guys are ready. This is gonna be amazing. This movie will be amazing, and for now, the figures are doing an actually really good job at keeping us hyped. But other than that, it's been Primus Reviews, and that has been honestly the great Optimus Primal. Remember to stay calm and keep moving on. So I'll make sure to see you guys on the next one. Bye! Okay, so I'm recording this video, right? And all of a sudden I got an update on Instagram about, the new actual posters for the movie. And one thing that surprised me was Wheeljack. This figure did not do Wheeljack's face justice. Take a look at that face. Dude, what the heck? My boy has the Riz!